Hey, this is Leot Hansen from the Sheepdogs, and you're watching Loud Guitars.
Hey, it's Pamela, and we're here at Club Soda in Montreal with Leot Hansen of the Sheepdogs. Thank you for talking with us again today.
Yeah, no problem.
How's the tour been going?
It's been, pretty steady and a little hectic and lots of, it's been very busy, but, the show's been great and almost everyone's been sold out, so it's been cool so far.
That's great. The last time, to catch up our viewers, the last time we sat with the Sheepdogs was at the very end of May last year when they were playing Mountain Jam in Hunter, New York. And they were kind enough to sit with us, and we talked gear, and we had a great chin wag.
Walking in front of the camera and everything. It was great.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Just people hitting on you.
It was a fun interview. It was.
You're missing your wigs, though. Your guys' wigs are not here today. What's up with that? They get wet or soggy? What's they in the dryer? In the wash? Sorry.
Yeah, they're at the hairdresser. Pip,
Okay.
pip. Yes, we're trying to be more refined now.
Changing colors?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to be all grown up.
Right.
We had to be more refined to keep up with you guys.
Sure.
So much has happened since we last spoke at the Sheepdogs in the end of May. You've dropped another record, and you haven't stopped touring.
It's been pretty nonstop, yeah.
One day off is what your PR people told me.
One day off so far. We have a day off tomorrow, and then I think we have maybe 2 or 3 more days off this whole tour. So keeping in mind, it's like a 5-week tour altogether. So
Now, the record went to #1 in Canada during the first week that it dropped. You guys have been really enjoying some success with this.
it was really good. It debuted at #1. We had a mass amount of success the first week, and then it's ever since it's been slowly climbing and selling records, and people seem to be digging it. Like the reaction when the new songs were playing them, people are really digging them. So it's been great. Yeah.
Yeah, the record is truly a Sheepdogs. It's got the vibe. It's got it offers a whole lot of different tempos, a lot of groove, and some really great licks. It's a real pleasure to listen. There's so much going on. How have you found playing this record live?
We started out playing a number of the new songs off the record, and you kind of have to test new songs, and some of them, worked really well, and some of them not so much. So we kind of chopped a few out, but I think right now we have a good bulk of what we feel is a good representation of the new songs being played live. So yeah.
We got to chat a little bit about gear last time.
Yes.
And we put together a little wish list, right?
Yeah.
And we had a couple of things that stuck in my mind. One of them was a hummingbird pedal.
Actually, Ewan got a hummingbird pedal.
He
got it,
okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Now you wanted a Klon pedal.
Klon, yeah.
Okay, come on, Klon. What's going on?
Yeah,
Sheepdogs.
hook us up.
Yeah, hook them up. But couple of really exciting things with that certain guitar company.
Which guitar company? Klon?
No, the guitar company that starts with a G and rhymes with Ibsen.
Right. Yeah, Gibson. Yeah, what is that? Yeah, Gibson. Sure. Yeah, no, they might be hooking me up with an SG, so that's always good to hear. A robotic SG, actually, that's the only way I know how to describe it, because it basically, you can hit a button and it'll go into a different tuning, like an E flat, like that, in 10 seconds or whatever. So they're gonna give me that for a bit. I'm gonna take that for a trial run, and if it doesn't work out with that guitar, they're gonna just give me another SG. So, and that's fine with me because I like the SGs. So.
Yeah, I the last couple of shows I saw you guys play, you played one SG the whole show, no stopping the tune, no guitar swaps.
Yeah.
The tone was beautiful, and you squeezed more different sounds out of this guitar with your pedal rack than I thought was possible. Have you changed the configuration of your pedal board at all since we last saw you?
Slightly. I got a couple new pedals, but I haven't really been using them because sometimes you get a pedal and it just it doesn't work live, or it's better for in the studio. So there's been a couple of pedals I've bought that I haven't really used. But I think the main thing that I got that's changed is I bought a Bassman, 63 Bassman. We were actually in Portland doing a show, and there's this place called Old Time Music, and it's just a super cool vintage store, tons of cool gear. Went in there, just saw this thing. It was just a beam of light there just hit it, and I was just like, man, this thing's gonna be awesome. Plugged it in, and like it just sounded so awesome. So picked it up. Wasn't cheap, but got it anyway. And now I run that, and I run my Fender Twins. So, and when I get those both together, like piggybacking them, it sounds pretty awesome. A nice creamy kind of tone that I've been after. So it's the endless search for the best tone, and it's always hard to find, but I'm getting closer. So
have you made any other changes to any of your gear? I'm assuming that you're still getting your strings from
no, yeah, Stereo hooks us up with all kinds of strings for all these tours, so gotta give them a shout out for that. And yeah, it's great to use those strings. So
and yay to Hammond or Leslie or who's making that noise over there?
Oh, that's probably Kenny on the
Go Kenny.
We got a new Hammond, and I don't know if we had. Yeah, we would have had a Seamus when you guys saw us, our key player. That's Ewan's younger brother. Yes. So we actually have him a Nord keyboard now, which is kind of like a standard modern keyboard. And then we picked up a Hammond when Ewan bought a Hammond. So, and it's running through a Leslie. So yeah, you guys know what you're talking about. It's great tone, right? So it doesn't always work for some of the stages we're playing because it's so big, right? But fortunately for this gig, it will work. So we'll be using it tonight.
We're looking forward to the gig. Can you tell? Now, the last time we talked, you mentioned that you sometimes have guitars that you rent just in case something should happen during a show. But you generally love your SG, and Ewan hangs on to that Firebird.
Yeah, we're both huge Gibson fans. I mean, we don't stray too far from the Gibsons, so.
But there are a few new members in the family, are there not? In the crates in the back?
Yeah, well, we have Les Paul, that is actually Ewan's, and then a Flying V, which is also Ewan's. And what else was there? An Epiphone, actually, that I had to use the other night because I racked my guitar against the microphone and broke 2 strings at once, and had to substitute it out. But other than that, we don't stray too far from our main guitars here. So we just know them quite well, know the sound of them and the tone they make, so it's hard to deviate from that.
Well, when you've got it, everybody's always in search of the holy grail of tone.
That's right.
And when you find it, you hold on to it. Right. No,
I think like I'm not saying I found it, like I'm getting closer. You're always getting closer to kind of the perfect tone. And it's tough. I mean, it takes time and pedals and just a lot of playing and hard work and just trying to figure out exactly what you're looking for. And when you do kind of get close, it's inspiring for yourself, I guess. So.
Have you found that if you do get a new guitar or a new pedal or a new piece of equipment that changes things a little bit, do you find that helps your creative process in terms of inspiration? Does it make you get excited to strap the guitar on and play? Or
Absolutely. I don't know if I have this Boss Space Echo pedal now. I don't know if I had it at Mountain Giant. I can't remember, but it's done some pretty cool stuff to the songs. I think it brings out a new element of like a little bit psychedelic. It's very reverbed, and it can be a lot of delay going on too. So it definitely can spice up those moments in the show that need some more color, I guess. So yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing. Yeah, absolutely. And now, since May. I know you guys were doing a lot of tours. You were covering an awful lot of miles and flying to a lot of your gigs when we spoke in the summer. Right. Now with the release of this record and so much success and media attention, have you found that has changed your day-to-day life?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's like very, busy and press heavy, and I think we're kind of busier than we've ever been, and it's great. We love to play, but it's just like it's been an ongoing thing, like really heavy, press heavy, and with you got sound check, you got press, you got like stuff like this, interviews, and just trying to fit some food in your mouth there somewhere in a shower, and get on stage, and it's very it's very busy. So did I answer your question correctly?
Yeah, you answered my question correctly. It makes me think, because it's like I think about the aspiring musician who's like dreaming of that life, and then you get to that life, and
I remember when we first started with our manager Joel, and I was just like, all I want to do is play all the time. Like, I just want to play shows all the time. And he's like, yeah, I heard that before, because he knows, like, after a few years, it's just like so much, so heavy. You're just like kind of begging for time off after a while, right? I mean, as much as we all love to play and do shows, it's like it can get a bit much sometimes. So, but you know, we're all. I mean, we had 2 weeks off just before this tour, and by like, you know, the 10th day, I was kind of like itching to get back on the road, right? So it doesn't take long, but you do need a little time off here and there. So
I understand that, and you've got a break coming in January.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, but
hopefully
I'll read a few books, I guess, hopefully, or something, and practice my guitar a bunch, I guess.
And hopefully it'll be a short tour, a short break, because we'd like to see more of you guys always.
Well, yeah, we're always gonna be, you know, recording albums, doing whether it's like an EP or like, you know, something on the internet. Like, we're always gonna keep on the radar and let people know that we're gonna be around for a while. So.
And the Sheepdogs, if you haven't checked them out, absolutely get yourself to a show, because guaranteed it's going to be one of the hottest shows you've seen in a long time. No pressure, eh? And pick up the records, because the records offer all kinds of texture, and they're tone rich, and it's an experience to listen to and an experience to behold. Thanks so much for talking with us. I really appreciate it, Leot.
No problem at all.
And wishing you all the best. Enjoy the rest of the tour and have a good rest in January.
Thank you very much.